seen some of my last videos, or one of my videos I did about a year ago, I talked about Messias and I talked about the history of them and where they came from. So I gave a little bit of history based on, stuff all the way down to Kemet in Egypt to current day politics and whatnot with the government. So if you're really interested more about the Messias, I highly recommend people watch that video. But today I kind of want to talk about what it means to be a Messias and what that means to you and how you can go ahead and tap into your fullest potential and how we lose our Messias level and how we can gain it. So before I do that, I kind of have to talk about the two different types of cosmic energies and earth energies. So we have yin energy, which is more dark terrestrial energy, then we have yang energy, which is more solar. But at the same time, on our earth uh, counterpart, you have yin energy, which is more water, which is more nurturing like a mother. Then you have yang energy, which is more fire. So when I talk about Messias, I'm talking about the yin energy, which is associated with dark energy. So this is definitely different from the solar energy, which we call from the solar system. Now, what happens is back in the old ancient times, we kind of had an abundance of this dark energy, so we're more lived in the law of one, and we were more interconnected and whatnot. But as time went on, we were systematically, our DNA was changed where we kind of lost a lot of that, and our DNA had been manipulated. So a lot of times, there's different levels of Messiah seeds based on this history, and at the same time, you want to know we don't really know what our Messiah seed levels is. But the Messiah seed level is obviously based on the level of my primordial chi, which is dark energy that you have in your body. And basically, the higher primordial chi you have in your body, the higher your Messiah level goes. So you can obviously go from Messiah level 1 all the way to Messiah level 4. And based on the level, it kind of tells you how much interested you are into spirituality. Now, just because you're born or you have the potential for Messiah level 3 does not mean you're going to stay at that level forever. Because what happens is people, just like when you age, they lose their potential, they lose their Messiah level, they lose their chi because it kind of gets drained from our environment or from our experiences. So if you don't know how to recharge it, or if you're not nourishing your body, you can eventually lose it. So hypothetically, like let's just say you got a reading to know what Messiah level you are, and you can do that at cyrusking.com, and you found out that you're level Messiah level 4. Or let's just say 3, which is very high. It doesn't mean that's what you are now. That's like your potential. So if you're level, let's say 3, and you went down to level 2, you're going to have to learn how to recharge it to your fullest potential. So the question is, how do you recharge your level? Well, there's many ways you can do this. One of the things is through sound. You have things like Tibetan sounds or mantras that you can do. It's very essential to work with your elements and balancing them, because if you don't do that, not only do you age, but you also lose your potential of your Messiah seeds level, because as we go on, not only do we lose our Messiah seed primordial energy, we start to age and we just go back into where we usually was. At the same time, what we need to do is you need to combine the Eastern philosophy with the Western philosophy together and also use your ancestral based system. So the question will be, what kind of systems are your ancestral based systems? And those are things such as the shaman, Wicca, Tamaki, stuff of like Varun. Things are connected to where your origins or your physical body connected to. So what a lot of people do incorrectly is they'll go ahead and just focus on one and not really try to focus or work with all the other elements. So therefore, they're not really re recharging their energy or making themselves reach their fullest potential. So it's very important that people understand their Messiah level, where they are now, what they need to do to get back into their Messiah levels, and at the same time, if you consistently do good with the energy work, balancing and feeding yourself, you can always have the potential to bypass your level. And that's really important, because what we have is, for currently we have level Messiah 1 to 4, but what a lot of people don't realize is after you go level 4, you go to level 5. And when you go to level 5, that's when you can be classified technically as a beta immortal. And if you see my other videos, you know that beta immortal is the first type of immortal that there is in the immortal society, who a lot of times we refer to as gods. So when you can get yourself from level Messiah 1, 2, 3, 4, then you go to 5, and then you can in terms can be classified more as a beta immortal, which is a god. And then from there you can go into different levels, omega, and then you can go into alpha immortals. So the cycle keeps continuing. But currently, a lot of people just do not know this information, so they become a product of their environment. And what happens is they slowly, systematically are losing their primordial chi. They're draining themselves, they're aging, their potential feeds away, and then they become drained, and then they lose that potential that they had. So the key is to understand that a lot of energy work, dedication, and patience. So you don't rush the process. You slowly um, build that up, build that motherly instincts, that intuition that you have with the elements and energy, so you can become your fullest potential. So this is interesting because this kind of coincides with what I'm going to do in my next video, which is called the Land of Shells, which other people call hell. And if you've seen one of my videos about the demons, I talked about we need to become our fullest potential, or allow our higher selves to come in. So therefore, um, full-blooded demons, we can be able to defend ourselves from them. But that's a real quick video, basically a real quick rundown. You have Messias, which is basically primordial chi, which is connected to dark energy in a cosmic level. We are all born with a certain degree or level of them. Based on how much primordial chi you have in your body, depends your level of a Messias from 1 to 4. And just because you're born with a Messias, you can always